Hi, this is Jeremy Morris on December 22nd, 2025. I want to put the spotlight on one of the guitar players who was a great influence and inspiration for me as a young teenager. His name's John Fahey. He was born in 1939. He's from Tacoma Park, Maryland. And in 1959, he formed his own Tacoma Records label and put out his first album. This is what you're looking at. Amazing artwork, isn't it? It's like, hey, Beatles, you thought you were original with the White Album? John Fahey beat you to the punch almost 10 years earlier with this. And of course, we know this wasn't really an artistic statement. It was more of a shoestring budget. Because in 1959, to be an artist and start your own independent label and put out music yourself, that just was hardly ever heard of. But John Fahey did it, and he is probably one of the most influential finger-picking guitarists of our generation. In fact, when I first learned to play the guitar at a very young age, for the first year or so, I didn't even use a guitar pick. I just did finger picking. And of course, later I found out, I better learn how to strum the guitar too. So I started out with finger picking, and this guy was huge in my life. Now, this is the 1959 album cover, which I think is somewhat lacking. Well, in 1967, John reissued this album, changed a couple tracks, and he came up with this one. And so there it is, volume 1 of Blind Joe Death. Now I realize this kind of music isn't for everybody, but it is actually very, very good creative music, and I think he's a real pioneer. So if you like what you're hearing, I highly recommend you check out some of his many, many, many albums. It's good stuff. See you next time.